What if the Titanic never sank? Day 1, April 15th, 1912. The Titanic misses the iceberg by 4 meters. Everyone on the bridge exhales simultaneously. The captain pours himself a drink at 9 a.m. and nobody says a word about it. The ship continues to New York. History holds its breath and then quietly puts the pen down. Day 2, the Titanic arrives in New York Harbor. 20,000 people line the docks. Ticker tape, brass bands, reporters tripping over each other. The ship is declared the greatest engineering achievement in human history. The White Star Line immediately announces they are building a bigger one, because that is what humans do. They learn nothing and scale up. Day 3, the Titanic becomes a tourist attraction. They run it back and forth across the Atlantic for 40 years. Every ticket costs a fortune. Every passenger tells people they sailed on the Titanic. Nobody ever stops talking about it. It is the most famous ship in history for being a ship that worked fine, which is not normally how ships get famous. Day 4, Socrates is somehow aboard. You do not question this. He is standing at the bow in a toga looking at the ocean and asking whether the ship is truly unsinkable or merely has not yet been given sufficient opportunity to sink. A crew member tries to remove him. Socrates asks the crew member if he has considered what removal truly means. The crew member sits down and does not get up for 2 hours. You put Socrates in a lifeboat and lower him into the water, pointing toward the nearest land. He shouts upward that the sea itself raises interesting questions about impermanence. You cannot hear him after that. Day 5. Without the sinking, there is no inquiry. Without the inquiry, maritime safety reforms are delayed by 30 years. Fewer lifeboats are required on ships. More ships sink. The Titanic's survival creates a statistical chain of disasters it was supposed to prevent by failing dramatically in front of the entire world. Irony this dense should be a physical substance. Day 6. James Cameron never makes the movie. Without the movie, there is no My Heart Will Go On. Without My Heart Will Go On, there is a Celine Dion-shaped hole in the 1990s that nothing fills. The emotional damage is incalculable and completely impossible to explain to anyone who was not there. Day 7. You go home and look at a photograph of the Titanic. You realize the most important thing the Titanic ever did was sink. It changed maritime law. It changed how we build ships. It saved more lives by sinking than it ever could have saved by arriving. It was the most productive disaster in history. You sit quietly with this for a long time. The iceberg was doing its job. We just never thanked it.